Assalamu alaikum. My name is Aisha and today we are going to talk about articles. There are three articles in English: a, an, and the. And they come under two groups: indefinite and definite. Indefinite articles are a and an, whereas the is the only definite article. Now, what is the difference between a and an? A comes before the consonants, so you say a car and a polite man, whereas an comes before vowels, so you say an apple and an old umbrella. Now, if you have these words, which article are you going to choose? Some of you will say, because I have here a vowel, so definitely I'm going to choose this article. And for this, because it's H, it's not a vowel, it's a consonant, so definitely we're going to choose a. Actually, this is not right, because for university, you are not saying it as a, you say you. So it's not a vowel. You is pronounced as y. Whereas for this word, our, H is silent. You are pronouncing o, hour. So it's an hour. And also for honor, the H is silent, so you are pronouncing the vowel o, an honor. So it's what you say that matters, not what you see. Let's now move to the function of these articles. Number one, a and an are used before nouns that introduce something or someone the speaker did not mention before. They refer to something not specifically known to both the speaker and the listener. So we are talking about something or someone not known or talked about by the speaker or known by the speaker and the listener. For example, I ate a banana. I saw an elephant. So what banana is it? What elephant is it? We don't know. And as you notice here, we use an before the word elephant, which starts with a vowel. Number two, a and an are used when talking about professions. So you say, I am a teacher, or you say, I am an English teacher, because you need here an for the vowel e. Number three, the function of the article the. The is used when both the speaker and the listener know what or who is being talked about. So you say, did you lock the car? So both the speaker and the listener know what car they are talking about. Or you say, I have met the man. Which man? They already know who they are talking about. Number two, the is used when the thing or the person is identified in the same sentence. That means you say, have you seen the car I have bought recently? So I am explaining and identifying the car, which is in this sentence, I have bought recently. And also you say, the apple you ate was rotten. So which apple am I talking about? It's the one you ate. And also you say, I found the pen you were looking for. So I'm explaining and identifying the pen that is the one you were looking for. So we use the article the in this case. Number three, the is used when the speaker has already mentioned the thing or person being mentioned. So now we talk about it before. So we say, she has two children, a girl and a boy. The girl is 8 and the boy is 10. Why did I use the article the for girl? Because I already mentioned the girl. So it's definite for me now. And the same is for the boy. I already mentioned the boy, so it is definite for me. I use the boy. Next, number four, the is used when talking about rivers or oceans or seas, because these are known for everyone. So you say, the Nile is very long, the Pacific Ocean is so deep, and you say, the Dead Sea is very salty, because these rivers and oceans are known for everyone. Number 5, the is used when talking about nouns. There is only one of them. So there is only one sun that we know. So you say the sun. And there is only one world. So you say the world, and the White House, and the earth, and the radio, because they are again known for everyone. But if you want to describe specific case of these nouns, you should use the indefinite articles a or an. For example, I could hear the wind. The wind, of course, you need the article the. But you want to specify what kind of wind. You say there is a cold wind blowing. And also you say, what are your plans for the future? You use the article the with the word future. But if you want to specify more, you say she has a promising future. Again, you notice here that we use the article a. Number 6, the is used with superlative adjectives. So you say, Ahmed is the tallest boy in the class. You have here the tallest superlative. This book is the most amazing book I have ever read. Again, remember, in the superlative adjectives, you need the article the. Let's now have some exercise. Decide what article you're going to use. Is it a, an, or the? You have Mount Everest is highest mountain on earth. So what article do you need here? Absolutely the, because you have superlative adjective. So you say Mount Everest is the highest mountain on earth. Hissa has dog. What article? Do you know what dog are we talking about? Of course not. Hissa has a dog. Summer of 1996 was hot and dry. So, which summer are we talking about? It's the summer of 1996. So I am specifying and explaining what summer I am talking about. So it's the summer of 1996 was hot and dry. Mira has old bike. So you as a listener, do you know which bike I am talking about? No. So Mira has an old bike. Why did I choose an, not a? Because old starts with a vowel. She has never been to Alps before. Alps. Everyone knows Alps. So she has never been to the Alps before. Let's sing song. Which song? What song? We don't know. So it's just a song. Let's sing a song. Ahmed has aunt in Lebanon. Do you know exactly which aunt I am talking about? No. Ahmed has an aunt. Why an? Because aunt starts with a vowel. I always listen to radio in the morning. Of course, I know what I am talking about. It's the radio because it's a musical instrument. They finished unit so far. So, do you know what unit or which unit are we talking about? No. So, of course, you will think of using an indefinite article. So, is it a or an? Probably you will say it starts with U. It's a vowel letter, so I'm going to use an. But try to say it, unit. You are pronouncing it as ya. So Right, it is a vowel letter, but it is not a vowel sound. So you must use a unit. So you have, they finished a unit so far. Now, there is a case where you don't use any article. You don't use a, you don't use an, and also you don't use the. What cases are these? Let's talk about them now. So, you don't use any article when you are talking about things or people or let's say nouns in general. So, you say, people are worried about rising crimes. Am I specifying these people? Of course not. I am talking about all people in general. In this case, you don't use any article. Children love sweets. Again here, I am talking about children in general and sweets in general. Again, in this case, you notice that I am not using any article. You also use no article when you are talking about sports. So you say, my son plays football. I don't say the football or a football, just football. Tennis is my favorite. Again, you notice here, I'm not using any article. You also use no article when you are talking about uncountable nouns, but when you are talking about them in general. What are the uncountable nouns? Of course, they are the ones that you can't count. For example, information. You can't count information. So you say, information can be collected from many references. So information cannot be counted. So you don't use any article in this case. And the same is for coffee. Coffee is not good for children. With coffee, we use no article. But notice, when we are talking about specific uncountable nouns, you have to use the article the. For example, the information I have collected is very important. I am specifically talking about the information that I have collected. So in this case, I need the definite article the. Also you say, the coffee I had this morning was amazing. Which coffee am I talking about? It's the one I had this morning. We also use no article when we are talking about meals or places or transport. So you say, he has breakfast at home. So breakfast is a meal, you don't need any article. And home and school, I go to school at 7 a.m. He comes to work by bus. So in these cases, you use no articles. Number 5, we also use no article before names or proper nouns. So you say Dubai is very modern city because Dubai is a proper name, so you don't use any article. Pizza Hut is my favorite place at lunch. Celine Dion is my favorite singer. Have you watched Avatar last night? So as you notice here, these are all proper nouns. In these cases, we don't use any articles. But notice here that the is used before names of a place if it contains adjective plus noun. For example, you say the United Arab Emirates. So Emirates here is the noun, but it is described as united. So you have adjective plus noun, so you need to use the article, or you also can say the UAE. The same case is in the United States or the US, the National Gallery, the British Isles, the British Council, and the Royal Court. So again, here we have a noun, but before it we have an adjective. In this case, we use the article the. And case number 2, if the name contains of structure. So you say the University of Chicago, the Leaning Tower of Pisa, the Tower of London, the Gulf of Oman, the Ministry of Education, and the Higher College of Technology. Again, you have here names of places, but it has of structure. In this case, you need the article the. Let's now move to an exercise. You have here a passage, but without any article. You will decide whether to put the or no article. Don't worry about a and an because we are not talking about them right now in this exercise. Just think either the or no article. So, hi John, I arrived in USA. So, do you need an article or don't you? USA, of course, I need an article. I arrived in the USA last Monday. We left Rome. Rome. Do you need an article? Of course not. Flew over Alps. Alps. Do you need an article here? The Alps. And made a quick stop in London. London. Do you say the London or just London? Of course, just London. There we went shopping in Harrods, visited Tower because Tower is known and identified, and enjoyed a sunny afternoon in one of the big parks. On the following day, we left for New York because it's a proper noun. The time on board because I am specifying the time which is on board. Wasn't boring as there were 2 films to watch on the monitor. People on plane. The people on the plane were all Italians. No article. Before we landed at JFK Airport, no article, we saw Statue of Liberty, the statue, because it's off structure, Ellis Island, no article, and Empire State Building, the Empire State Building. Hotel I stayed in. Which hotel? The hotel I stayed in was on the corner of 42nd Street and 5th Avenue. So in this case, we don't need any articles. I don't like hotels very much. In general, we are talking about hotels in general. But I didn't have time to rent an apartment. Please say hello to Peter and Mandy. Yours, Peter. This is the end of the lesson. But before you leave, remember the following. There are only 3 articles in English: a, an, and the. A and an are called indefinite articles. The is the definite article. A is used before consonants. An is used before vowels. And remember, you say an hour and a unit because what matters is what you say, not what you see. And remember the functions of the articles. A and an are used for unknown things and for professions. The is used for known things mentioned in the same sentence, already mentioned, for rivers, oceans, and seas, for unique things that are just one of them, for superlative adjectives. And remember that you don't use any article when you're talking about things in general, sports, uncountable nouns generally, because if you are specifying them, you need the. You use also no article for meals, places, and transport, and for names. But when you are using adjectives plus nouns and of structure, you need the. This is all for today's lesson. I hope you learned something about articles. Wish you all the best. Goodbye.